Here we're being asked to solve a linear equation with several occurrences of the variable, and they have variables on both sides. So anytime we have an equation, just as a reminder, remember that it's saying that the left side is equal to the right side in numerical value. And in order to maintain the integrity of this equation, whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. But before we start moving things around, step one, simplify both sides of the equation. Step two, use opposite operations to isolate the variable so that we can solve for that unknown variable. So if you look on either side, negative 5y plus 6 is equal to negative 12y plus 62. There's nothing we can do to simplify these. Negative 5y and 6 are not like terms. Negative 12y and 62, not like terms. So we're simplified on both sides. We can go ahead and start using opposite operations to isolate the variable. First thing we want to do is move the variable to the same side. And I like to use positive numbers as much as possible. So I always use take the lowest value from my variable. So here I have a negative 12. If I move that negative 12 over, then I'll be working with positive values. So opposite operations for negative 12y. This is a negative 12y. In order to undo that, I would add 12y to both sides. So I'm going to write it over here. I'm going to rewrite. I have a negative 5y plus 6. This is equal to negative 12y plus 62. So first thing I'm going to do is add 12y to both sides. This is the additive property of equality, saying whatever we add to one side, if we add the same to the other, we still maintain the balance of the equation. These are going to cancel. My equal sign comes down, and my 62 comes down. Now I've got a negative 5y plus 12y. When you're dealing with negative numbers, remember, in addition, it's commutative. Therefore, we can say negative 5y plus 12y, or we can reverse them and say 12y minus 5y is the same thing. So we have 7y plus 6. So 7y plus 6 is equal to 62. Now we have the variable on one side. Let's get rid of these appendages here. We'll subtract. The subtraction property of equality says we can subtract the same number to both sides and still maintain the integrity of our equation. Will still be equals. 7y now is equal to minus 2 minus 4 is 56. And now we have 7y is equal to 56. Remember, 7y literally says 7 times y. That's the operation going on here is multiplication. So the inverse of multiplication is division. We want to divide by the coefficient on both sides, giving us 7 over 7, which is 1, leaving us with y. And 56 divided by 7 is 8. And we are done.